This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Find out how the Hazleton Integration Project is proving Hazleton cares about its community and the people living in it next. Hi there, and thank you so much for your time. I'm Ken Kara. This is SSPTV News, available in HD on Service Electric Cablevision Channel 513. Let's start with our headlines from SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. Today was Chamber Day at the State Capitol in Harrisburg. It's a day of networking for local chamber professionals. It's also an opportunity for local leaders to meet with state lawmakers and legislators' staff to talk one-on-one about issues of importance to Pennsylvania communities. SSPTV's Janine Mazurkevich and Sam Lassant Jr. were in Harrisburg today with representatives from the Schuylkill County Chamber of Commerce. Janine also had the opportunity to talk with state lawmakers, including Governor Tom Wolf and State Senator David Argel. Today's session will be featured in a special episode of Let the People Know. We will let you know when you can watch this special program here on SSPTV. One Hazleton area business is stepping up to help out a blighted property in the city of Hazleton. Earl and Jeff Berger, the owners of Berger Family Dealerships in Hazel Township, wanted to help clean up the former St. Joseph's Hospital site. Today, Jeff Berger, along with his son Hunter and some employees from Berger Family Dealerships, donated their time to cut the grass and weeds growing around the vacant property on North Church Street in the city. The Hazleton Integration Project, Communities That Care, and local businesses are making sure that Hazleton cares. Here's our Christy D. John Domenico with a story.
The program with the Hazleton Integration Project has been launched in our area. Hazleton Cares will help families that are moving into Hazleton feel more welcomed and connected to their new community. This new program is important to Frank DeAndrea, the president of the board of directors for HIP.
Hazleton Cares is just that. Hazleton cares. And it's so important. It's such a simple thing. But the community needs to know where to go to get their questions answered.
HIP worked with the Communities That Care program, or CTC, to make Hazleton Cares happen. This is the Hazleton Care Package that will be provided to our new residents in the area. We have information for churches and services, rules and regulations for the city of Hazleton, and also menus for our local eateries. Bob Curry is the founder of the Hazleton Cares Committee and also the mobilizer of Communities That Care.
Hazleton was such a warm community, such a great place to grow up. And that community spirit, people knew the neighborhoods that they lived in, they knew all the people in that neighborhood. And so what we're trying to do is maybe not replicate that, but create a pathway for these new people that are moving into our community to feel more welcome, to feel as if people really do care about them. And on the other hand, then there's a responsibility to that, because we want everyone to understand what the codes are, what the regulations of our community are, and we want people to follow them.
As a kickoff for this new program, the Hazleton Cares Committee welcomed 5 new families yesterday. Each family received a basket so they feel welcomed and know what it takes to be a good citizen in the city of Hazleton.
So we have this one basket, and it has all kinds of promotional items, discount coupons, regulations and codes from the city, and it has information about your health, about the library, and all of the social service organizations, all contained in a single handy basket.
The Hazleton Care sign will be in some local businesses where the staff is willing to help out those with questions about the city. If the businesses can't answer a question, they will direct whoever to the Hazleton Cares hotline. For SSPTV News, this is Christy D. John Domenico.
Thanks a lot, Christy. Well, today marks the 73rd anniversary of D-Day, the largest seaborne invasion in history. D-Day was the turning point of World War II in Europe. Allied forces of the United States, Britain, Canada, and France attacked German forces on the coast of Normandy in France. In other news, the Community Services for Sight Vision Expo scheduled for tomorrow at the Laurel Mall has been rescheduled. It will now take place on August 25th. Well, get ready for the rumble of engines this weekend in Weatherly. It's Weatherly Hill Climb Weekend. Here's Lisa Sugart with the Mayor of Weatherly, Tom Connors, and the President of the Hill Climb Association, Joe Seibert.
Mayor, I'm going to start with you. We told our viewers before, this is the first time ever a mayor is going to be driving in the hill climb.
That's right. I'm pretty excited about it. I'll be running that hill for the first time, and a lot of people there to support me, I know, and I think it's going to be a great day, and we'll see what kind of records we could break this weekend, so it's a good thing.
Is the car ready to go?
The car is ready. I mean, my buddy Joe helped me with it a little bit, so it's super special, and I'm excited about it. I named my race team Pit Power Race Team after my favorite breed of dog, the Pit Bull, and hoping to bring some awareness to them, and we're going to have a good time, and I'm looking forward to a great weekend.
Involved with the Carbon County Animal Shelter as well. He's the director of that, so he combines all of these goals into one to bring you information not only on racing, but on adoption for dogs as well. Joe, you're the head of the association here for this. What was it like when the mayor said, I'm going to drive in this?
We chuckled a little bit. Then they showed me a picture of his car, and I said, okay. The thing that excites me is I remember the first time I got to the starting line. It's your hometown, and everybody's cheering. You know, you look out your window, and people are waving and cheering. You know, he's going to experience that for the first time. And
You drove a few times.
Yeah, I drove about 6 years in a row, I think, and I had a blast. I plan on doing it again, but the rush when he's going to be at the starting line, I'll tell you what, he tries to be calm and cool, but I'll tell you what, there's going to be a little bit of sweat coming down inside his helmet, and he's going to be nervous, and when he takes off, it's going to be like, I'm doing it. I'm finally doing it. So I'm going to stand there and I'm going to cheer for him, and I'm sure there'll be a lot of people cheering for him, so it should be pretty special.
And you have a challenge. We want to say that we have a challenge here that you're going to issue on SSPTV News right now for other mayors out there. So what's it all about?
I do have a challenge because I find it like, I don't know, a little unusual. People say it's different that you know, a mayor would actually buy a race car and then race up this hill. Like, I would assume every mayor would take that opportunity if they could. So I want to reach out to all my fellow mayors in the area. If you want to come down and support me and support the event in my hometown, you're more than welcome to. And if you do that, I'd be more than happy to let you drive my car in September's race, not in June's. June's my baby. But in September, I'd share my car with any mayor in the area that wants to do it.
And we would be remiss if we didn't tell everybody what this weekend's all about. So what are they going to experience starting with the parade Friday night?
Well, the parade's going to be fantastic. There'll be a lot of race cars in it, and you know, like I said, we throw different candies, T-shirts, and stuff out to the kids. We try to get everybody involved. And then Saturday we should do 90 to 100 race cars. Our numbers have been pretty consistent lately. The food is going to be incredible. You have all the different nonprofit groups, and you can get anything from a breakfast sandwich to, you know, maybe funnel cake, hot dogs, hamburgers. I mean, halushki, meatball sandwiches. I mean, it's incredible. There's such a variety. It's really nice. I kind of put on 5 or 10 pounds that weekend, but it's worth it, you know, and the money stays right in town.
Please come out. It's happening this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The parade Friday at 7, and then the hill climb Saturday and Sunday. Come on down and cheer on Mayor Connors and all the drivers and support all the local organizations.
Thanks, Lisa. Lisa Sugart has the Samsung Productions app. Do you? It allows you to take us anywhere and watch all of the SSPTV programs on any device, like Out of Left Field and The Girls. Use our app for special deals on golf packages as well, so download it today. Up next, we learn more from the Butterfly Guy in Kent Jackson's weekly outdoors segment, and later we talk with a 13-year-old race car driver who's having a lot of success locally. Stay tuned for Keeping Track with Dino Alberto. This is SSPTV News, your place for 24 hours of your hometown news and information.
This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Today I'm here with my friend Rick McCoolin. Rick, you're the leading expert on butterflies who I've ever met, and through the study and the identifying of the different butterflies, you've become an expert to the point it's become your career.
I've done so much. I've been very fortunate, do a lot of consultation work. We built a few butterfly exhibits, live exhibits that you could walk through, do a lot of consultation, like with David Blaine, CSI Las Vegas. When they get stuck, they give me a call. And it's just been incredible from that first butterfly, that Polygonia interrogansis. It just opened up a whole new world for me, and I'm very fortunate.
The butterflies that you brought today, the monarchs, are a common butterfly here, though less common than maybe they have been. Tell us about the monarchs, its migration, and the dilemmas and hazards it's confronting now.
A lot of people don't really understand how migration works, but what happens in August 2nd, the sun no longer hits a 56-degree angle with the horizon in Canada. And that triggers the butterflies to let them know that winter's on its way. And so that group is going to start a southern pattern down to Mexico. And then the next day, there's another wave a little further south that begins their journey. And it's going to continue like that. And then the peak of the migration in our area is between the 17th and the 25th of September. That's when you're going to see them all over your gardens. Then they're going to go to Mexico, to the overwintering sites. They're going to stay there until March, and then in March the sun hits a 54-degree angle at noon in the overwintering sites. That tells them it's time to head north, and then they're going to progress north. Now they're going to lay eggs along the way, and then eventually they're going to perish as they proceed northward. There were reports there are more returning from Mexico into the United States than the last 5, maybe 10 years. But because of the change in climate, they left a little earlier, they made more progress, and they beat the milkweed. So the milkweed was very small if it was up at all. The monarch butterflies are here the 3rd week of April. And unfortunately, we might catch the 2nd or 3rd generation, but we're missing that important 1st generation that just came through.
Time now for weather on SSPTV News.
Really didn't know what it was doing today. Raining, sunny. Here you can see a blue sky to the left and some dark clouds on the right. Here's our local forecast now from the National Weather Service. We do have a 60% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Tonight it will be mostly cloudy with a low of 47 degrees. For our Wednesday, 20% chance of isolated showers before 10 a.m. Mostly cloudy, high of 62. At night, once again, 20% chance of showers, mostly cloudy, low of 49. Thursday, 20% chance of showers, maybe a thunderstorm, partly sunny with a high near 67. At night, same chance of some showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy. Once again, we're down in the 40s. Friday will be partly sunny with a high in the lower 70s. Friday night, partly cloudy, a little bit warmer, low of 52. Saturday, 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms. It will be mostly sunny, high of 73. And then Saturday night, partly cloudy, low in the mid-50s.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Valley High Food Drive-In, the area's oldest ice cream and fast food restaurant. We're open weekdays, 3:30 to 8 p.m. Stop by for our ice cream and yogurt, now featuring fat-free, no sugar-added soft frozen yogurt with flavors like vanilla, strawberry, and strawberries and cream. We also have burgers, hot dogs, fries, and much more. That's Valley High, Route 93 in West Hazleton, and like us on Facebook.
And we're back here at Edgewood by Sand Springs, and we're sitting at one of the beautifully decorated tables with Samantha Perkowski, and she is the certified wedding coordinator at this facility, and it's been a great day so far.
It really has been. We're having such a wonderful turnout, and we're so happy that people are coming out to see the renovations we've done and how we have set the ballroom, meet some of our preferred vendors, and try some great food.
Yes, if you're just tuning in and you didn't see us last week, we're taping our segments this month at the Bridal Expo. It was the first annual one. If you missed it, you could set up a personal tour with Samantha, whether you're getting married or maybe have a sweet 16 party coming up, graduations, any event that they have, you have rooms that could fit anyone's size party and anyone's budget.
Absolutely. So the biggest thing that's coming up are graduation parties, sweet 16 parties in the summer now. So whether you're in our Azalea room, you want a smaller, intimate event, or here in our ballroom, we could seat up to 300 guests. We can accommodate anyone, anywhere.
Yeah, it's very neat to see, and we did some segments outside because the weather's been actually pretty nice here for this time of year, and you can see the greens. The golf course is immaculate. You want to get down here to do some golfing. I love how successful Edgewood has been and the support from this community, a lot of local brides getting married and other parties that you're booking. I know you guys are filling up, so you have some specials that you offer if you do not book on a Friday and Saturday, correct?
Correct, yep. So if you are thinking of a Friday or Saturday date for your, or a Friday or Sunday, I'm sorry, date for your wedding, we could definitely do a discounted rate for you.
Okay. So check in with Samantha. Again, we're showing you a sampling of what you can have for your wedding or any other party, and join us each week right here on SSPTV News.
Thank you, Janine and Samantha. The construction process continues for the new on-site ceremony location at Edgewood by Sand Springs and Drums. We stopped by this morning for an update on this new site that will offer seating for up to 200 guests and breathtaking views of the mountains and the fourth hole on the golf course. Located adjacent to the cocktail patio, it will give couples and their guests the convenience of a ceremony, cocktail hour, and reception site, all within feet of one another. Work will be completed later this month. This segment is almost complete, but first, your midday winning lottery numbers: pick 2, 7, 8, your pick 3 numbers 1, 8, 3, your pick 4 numbers 8, 9, 9, 6, and pick 5 numbers 8, 2, 0, 7, 2. The wild card number is 4. We're keeping track with Dino Alberto. We talk about local racing when we come back.
Time now for sports on SSPTV News.
It's time for another Keeping Track segment with Dino Alberto, now in 2 media forms. I guess you're all over. There's multiple media forms where you could keep track with Dino Alberto, local motorsport journalist. Of course, one of them is here on SSPTV News, and another in the Hazleton Standard Speaker. And he brought another driver along with him this week. We appreciate it. It's Braden Spencer, 13-year-old. And where are you from exactly? Berwick?
Yeah.
Okay, got you. Now, you might recognize the name of that because I knew 2 things about Berwick when I was growing up. They had a really good football team, and Jimmy Spencer was from Berwick. And I didn't know a lot about racing back then. I knew Mellow Yellow, and who used to drive the Mellow Yellow car? Kyle Petty?
Kyle Petty.
Look at my knowledge,
Wow.
in racing. See, I'm impressing. And I knew Jimmy Spencer was from Berwick, very successful in the Winston Cup Series back then.
That's right. You know, here's what's cool about this kid. He's part of a family heritage of racers. And as far as you're mentioning about Jimmy, it's not just him. It's Jimmy's brothers, his father, Ed Spencer Sr., who is the patriarch of the Spencer racing family, started locally. They raced Port Royal. They raced at places around the Berwick, Bloomsburg area, and locally at Evergreen Raceway. He did. His son Eddie Jr., his other brothers, his sons Eddie Sr.'s sons Gary, Paul, Jimmy, and his grandson Eddie III, who is his father. And last year, Kenny, I think what was so cool about what we saw here locally is that when Braden won for the first time, and at 12 years old, 2 things: becomes the youngest driver to ever win in a full-bodied stock car at Evergreen, and also the first 4th-generation driver to pull off a victory at Evergreen Raceway. And that really says something about that family and, what they mean to local racing.
What did you learn last year as you're competing with a bunch of older guys, women? I mean, what did you learn from last season?
I thought it was pretty cool that I was only 12 and I could actually beat someone that's a lot older than me and maybe has a lot more experience than me. I just thought it was pretty cool.
When you're getting toward that checkered flag, I mean, what's the feeling like? Do you remember what it was like? Are you excited? Are you what are you thinking about?
Well, I'm nervous that I won't win. Like, I always like winning, but sometimes if you don't win, as long as you learn something new, it's all right.
And now you have a win under your belt this season, right? We're taping this on June 2nd or June 1st. So you have a win under your belt this season already?
Yes.
All right. And how has it been going this season? How much of your family is involved with the car and everything? Like, is your dad helping keep the car in one piece and make sure it's running well?
Yes, we own a junkyard, so we kind of have parts for it all the time. So if I ruin a bumper or front bumper, I could always fix it, and it's usually good as new.
Do you get excited when you get to go out there in the junkyard maybe and you're like, all right, I know I need this, let's go, or do you not enjoy that part of it?
Yeah, I do, because my dad's now teaching me how to run the loader so I could easily pick up cars.
That's pretty cool. Tell me about your car. What are you driving now?
4-cylinder Prelude.
What he's doing now is he's really getting a lot of experience, because on Saturday nights, he goes down to Mahoning Valley Speedway in Lehighton, races against a full field of cars there. Sundays, in less than 24 hours, he's up here racing at St. John's at Evergreen. And at Mahoning Valley, which is a circular quarter-mile track, he's in the top 10 in points down there, and he's the leading rookie, and he's pretty much on the verge of getting a victory down there as well. So he's learning, he's adapting. He's got so much to fall back on, because his family is so behind him in this whole deal, and that's really, I think, to me, what's important for a lot of these kids coming up, because it's their families that have all that history and all that tradition. It's not just Braden as a Spencer, but so many kids, and he's in an affordable race class. As he said, he runs in the 4 cylinders or the hobby stocks, however you want to refer to it as, and it's just a great learning curve, and he's getting that experience. Every time you're on track, these young kids, it's all about laps.
And, you know, we mentioned the family a lot, but he's making a name for himself. And what are, you know a lot of people in the racing community, when you hear his name, or what are people talking about, even after that first win, and this season, as he has 1 win under his belt?
First of all, you have to have that respect for the other driver that's out there. You're in a tight confine. You're out there in a little track like that. You're going to hit. You're going to bang and ding with one another. Things like that happen. You got to keep your cool, but it's about having that respect, and this kid knows how to show that, but he's not afraid to be aggressive when he needs to be aggressive, and I noticed that with this kid and several other of these young kids that are out there. The talent is there, and when he has to make that move for the lead, he's not afraid to do it. He's not afraid to maybe step out there and advance when some other guys may not. So he's not afraid, but he's doing well, and what I like is the fact that he has so much respect for the other drivers.
And Braden, what are you working on now this season? What did you maybe see and think, okay, this is something I could work on this season or learn from? What are you kind of working on?
Well, I'm kind of working on trying to get more wins at Mahoney and trying to get the first place for the new championship at Evergreen.
I think I heard your dad saying, if I'm wrong, correct me, that Mahoning's difficult. I mean, it's hard to win out there. Why is that? And am I right when I say that?
Yes, Mahoney is a challenge because you're in a circle and there's a lot of traffic, so you just have to get around that to get to first place.
Well, check out Braden, check out the Pocono 400 as well, and Dino Alberto. You could catch his articles in the Standard Speaker, Keeping Track.
Good evening, everyone. Here's today's Talk of the Town. The Diocese of Scranton is hosting an outdoor family movie night to raise funds for the Diocese Catholic school system. They will be showing Cars 3 at the Circle Drive-In in Dixon City on Wednesday, June 21st, with the gates opening at 7 p.m. and the showtime at 8:45 p.m. This event is open to the public and the cost is $10 per car. For more information, call John Farquharris at 570-702-5523. SSPTV News would like to send our sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Albert B. Droglis, Lost Creek. Service will be Thursday at 11 a.m. at the Wallachevitz Orwitz Funeral Home in Shenandoah. Friends may call Thursday from 10 to 11 a.m. at the funeral home. Cora P. Good, Sugarloaf Township. The Harmon Funeral Home in Drums is assisting the family. Josephine Volyak Radai, formerly of Hazleton. The Boyle Funeral Home is assisting the family. Edmund L. Yakubowski, Orlando, Florida. Service will be at 9:30 a.m. from the McHugh Wilczek Funeral Home. Friends may call Thursday from 7 to 9 p.m. at the funeral home.
Well, that was a lot of fun today. Our Crazy Racing Week continues tomorrow. Dino Alberto will talk about the Pocono 400 on Dave Day, and then Thursday we switch to track and field before going back to the racetrack. That's it for tonight. Take it easy, everyone.